Opportunities don't just show up for everyone, they show up for the people who live in a way that attracts them. Think about that for a second. Why is it that some people always seem to get picked, get noticed, or get invited into something bigger, while others keep waiting year after year? It's not luck, it's not magic, it's their habits. The truth is, opportunity is drawn to consistency, to courage, to the way you carry yourself every single day. If you build the right habits, you don't have to chase. You don't have to chase every chance. You become the kind of person chances chase. That's the power of this idea. In this audiobook, you'll discover 10 habits. In this audiobook, you'll discover 10 habits that do exactly that. Real habits that make people trust you, remember you, and open doors for you. If you're ready to stop waiting and start attracting, this is where it begins. Chapter 1: Create visibility by sharing your work with the world. I stand here speaking to you in plain, language. Honest language about one habit that changes how life finds you and how opportunity reaches for you. Create visibility by sharing your work with the world. This is this is not a trick or a slogan. This is not a trick or a slogan. This is a practice you can act. This is a practice you can act on every single day. People find what they can see. When your work is visible, others can measure it. People can make people can measure it, respond to it, and bring it into their lives. When your work hides, it cannot invite anything in. Think for a moment about how it feels when something you care about gets noticed. You feel relieved, you feel proud, you feel relieved, you feel proud, and you are more willing to keep going. That feeling is real and it matters. It is the first reward for making your work available. Start with a simple promise to yourself. Post one clear piece of your work this week. Not a perfect piece, but a clear, honest piece. Share a short video, a photo, a paragraph, a sample, a demo, a report, a sketch, a playlist, or a short message about what you are building. The point is to show. The point is to show, not to hide. The world responds to evidence. Evidence is the story you prove by action, not the story you rehearse in private. Begin with clarity. Begin with clarity about what you want others to see. Choose one message. Describe it in one sentence. What is the result you want people to notice? What is the result you want people to notice? What problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? Who benefits? And what do you want? And what do you want them to do next? Say it simply. Say it simply. Write that sentence down. If you cannot say it in simple language, you are not yet sure enough. You are not yet sure enough about what you are offering. Clarity is a magnet for attention. Share work with a simple focus on value. Do not begin by asking for jobs, favors, or prize. Give, give something useful. Give something useful. Give something useful. Teach a small idea. Show a step. Show a step. Explain a common mistake you fixed. When when people receive value, they are inclined to respond. When people receive value, they are inclined to respond. That response that response becomes a start of a relation. That response becomes a start of a relationship. People will people will remember. People will remember who helped them. People will remember who helped them when they need help. People will remember who helped them when they need help themselves. When they need when they need help themselves. Make the habit of sharing visible work small and repeatable. Make the habit of sharing visible work small and repeatable. Aim for small wins that build a track record. One post a week, one short clip every few days, one update after each completed task. Small, consistent actions lead to a portfolio. Small, consistent actions lead to a portfolio you can point to. That that portfolio becomes proof. That portfolio becomes proof. Proof reduces doubt for you and for others. Proof reduces doubt. Proof reduces doubt for you and for others. Proof invites opportunity because it shows you do not only plan, you produce. Use 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 simple formats that match your strength. Use simple formats that match your strengths. If you write short, clear posts and share them. If you speak, record brief clips of you explaining one idea and post them. If you design, post images with explanations of why you choose certain elements. If you build code, show a short demo. If you build code, show a short demo and a link. Pick formats that you enjoy and that you can sustain. Enjoyment Enjoyment prevents burnout and sustains discipline. Enjoyment prevents burnout and sustains discipline. Enjoyment prevents burnout and sustains discipline. Prepare a clear place where people can find more. A portfolio, a proof, a page, a link tree. A portfolio, a single document, or a one-page website gives your audience or one-page website gives your au- or one-page website gives your audience somewhere to go. When someone sees your work and wants more, they need a clear next step. Design that next step to be simple. A single email address, a subscribe button, or a contact form is enough. If people must search and search, they will stop. Make it easy for someone who wants to help. Make it easy for someone who wants to help to take the next step. Be visible in the right places. Where do the people you want to connect with spend their time? Choose a few places and be present there. Choose a few places and be present there. Show up in groups, forums, meetups, events, and online spaces where your audience or peers gather. Presence matters more than perfection. When you appear consistently, People start to recognize your name, your face, and your work. That recognition builds trust. Trust leads to opportunities. Tell one short story when you publish. Stories anchor memory. Share what you were trying. Share what you were trying, what went wrong, and what changed. Focus focus on the feeling you had, the uncertainty, the small wins, the relief. People relate to honest human experience. When you share truthfully, others feel less alone. When you share truthfully, others feel less alone and are more likely to reach out. Avoid dramatic language and avoid embellishment. Keep it direct and personal. Make sharing a practice of learning. Ask one clear question each time you put something out. What feedback do I need? What can I measure? Who can give me a short, honest reaction? Invite feedback in a specific way. People are willing to help when asked precisely. Use that feedback as fuel to improve. When your work evolves publicly, the people who follow it feel part of the process. That piece of participation increases their willingness. That piece of participation increases their willingness to recommend you. That piece of participation increases their willingness to recommend you to others. Respond fast when people reach out. A quick reply is a visible sign of reliability. If someone sends a message, respond within 24 hours. Yeah, if someone sends a message, respond with 24 hours or respond respond within 24 hours if possible. A short, sincere reply builds trust. If someone gives feedback, say thank you. If someone asks for more, say when you can follow up. Small actions like these make others feel respect. Small actions like these make others feel respected and seen. That feeling increases the likelihood they will think of you. They will think of you for future opportunities. Create a simple schedule for visibility. Block time each week for producing. Block time each week for producing, sharing, and responding. Treat that block as non-negotiable. Protect it like any appointment. When you schedule, you reduce friction. When when you reduce friction, you increase the chance. When you reduce friction, you increase the chance your habits holds. When you reduce friction, you increase the chance your habits holds. Consistent visibility beats occasional polished launches. Frequency creates familiarity. Frequency creates familiarity, which leads to trust. Frequency creates familiarity, which leads to trust. And that trust leads to invitations. Prepare for discomfort. Prepare for discomfort and plan to step through it. Prepare for discomfort and plan to step through it. Sharing work exposes you to criticism and to silence. Both are hard. Prepare strategies to cope. When criticism arrives, evaluate it for truth and ignore the rest. When posts get little attention, when posts get little attention, adjust the message, improve the clarity, and try again. Silence is not a rejection of you. Silence is not a rejection of you. Silence is signal about the message, the timing, or the place. Use it to Learn. Use it to learn, not to quit. Use sensory detail. Use sensory detail to taste your work. Use sensory detail to taste your work. Read your post out loud. Notice how the words sound. Record a short clip and notice how your voice feels when you speak that idea. Record a short clip and notice how your voice feels when you speak that idea. Does it feel natural or forced? Does your explanation require too many steps? Does your explanation require too many steps? People respond to messages. People respond to messages that are easily to process. If you notice tension or confusion in your own hearing, if you feel confusion in, if you feel confusion in your own hearing, then adjust. Be visually consistent. A clear photo, a simple profile image, a consistent headline, a short bio that explains who you help, a short bio that explains who you help and what you do will make, and what you do will make you easier. A short bio that explains who you help and what you do will make you easier to remember. Visual consistency is not about a style. It is about recognizability. Invite introductions rather than asking for work. A direct request for help can feel heavy, but a request for an introduction is specific and easier to act on. When you message someone, say who you want to meet, why, and what you to hope, and what you hope. When you message someone, say who you want to meet, why, and what you hope, and what you hope. Yes, when you message someone, say who you want to meet, why, and what you hope to offer. Yes, make it simple for the person to forward your message. A short note that includes the name, the reason, and a single ask is easier to pass along. It is easier to pass along than a long, unclear message. Create a short pitch that captures the sense of your work. This is not a script to memorize and recite robotically. This is not a script to memorize and recite robotically. It is a short, honest explanation. It is an honest explanation you can give in one breath when someone asks. It is an honest explanation you can give in one breath when someone asks what you do. Practice it until it feels natural. When your answer is clear, people can pass it on. When your answer is clear, people can pass it on. People can pass it on with confidence. When your answer is clear, people can pass it on with confidence. Yeah. Track the impact of your visibility. Keep a simple list of who reached out. Keep a simple list of who reached out, what responses you got, and what came of each contact, and what came of each contact. Over time, you will see patterns. You will learn what kinds of posts attract partners, what kinds attract clients, and what kinds simply inform. Use this data to focus your effort on the actions that produce the most return. Share wins and share the path to the win. When something goes right, explain the steps you took and the small mistakes you made along the way. People are attracted to authentic progress. People are attracted to authentic progress. When they track the process, they are more likely to trust your next effort. Protect your energy while you share. Visibility requires response. Sleep well, eat decent food, and keep small habits that maintain your voice and focus. If you are drained, your work will reflect that. Opportunities are not only drawn to skill but to energy. People choose to work with those who bring a steady. People choose to work with those who bring a steady energy and clear presence. Keep your tone humble and confident at the same time. Humble means open to learning and grateful for help. Confident means you own what you produce. Confidence means you own what you produce and stand behind it. These two states together make you approachable and credible. People want to work with people who are real. People want to work with people who are real and reliable. Set realistic explanations about speed. Visibility builds relationships. Visibility builds relationships. Visibility builds relationships. Relationships take time. Commit to the long game. Commit to the long game. That does not mean wait and do nothing. It means do something consistent. It means do something consistent and be patient while you test what works. With time, your consistent, visible actions compound. With time, your consistent, visible actions compound into opportunities. Use concrete calls to action. When you share, ask for a specific next step. Ask someone to comment, to sign up, to share feedback, or to introduce you to one person in their network. A clear ask increases the chance someone will act. Practice saying yes. Practice saying yes to small invitations that come from your visibility. Practice saying yes. Practice saying yes to small invitations that come from your visibility. When someone offers to meet briefly or to be on a call, when someone offers to meet briefly or to be on a call, say yes. Say yes and prepare a short agenda. Small meetings can lead to larger opportunities. Small meetings can lead to larger opportunities when handled well. Small meetings can lead Small meetings can lead to larger opportunities when handled well. Prepare simple questions to guide the conversation and leave time to ask about the other person. People remember those who show curiosity about them. Finally, cultivate the inner discipline to continue when results lack. The habit of sharing is not glamorous. It can feel small and repetitive. That is normal. The most successful people in any field practice small, visible actions. Yes, they practice small, visible actions regularly and adapt over time. Take pride in the process the immediate, more than the immediate applause. Start now with one clear piece of work. Share it where the right people will see it. Share it where the right people will see it. Share it where the right people will see it. Ask for a simple reaction and schedule a follow-up. Notice how the act changes your confidence, your network, and your momentum. Visibility is a habit you build by doing, not by waiting. Keep your language simple, your offers useful, and your actions consistent. Opportunity will not magically find you, but the people who can offer opportunity will notice you. But The people who can offer opportunity will notice you when you choose. Yeah, they will notice when you they will notice you when you choose to show up and present your work and present your work. Yes, when they see your work plainly and honestly, keep going and keep sharing.